year, I made angsty.
Thank you.
Can I read it? Can I read the note?
Sure.
I got a Valentine from Tom. And
Make everyone else jealous.
oh, that one. Says, "Hey Spoonboy, sorry for the bad stencil print, which is very nice. It's not bad. When you were sweet made me so angsty in junior year, which is a good thing. Thanks, love, Tom. Hope this makes you angsty." Why would I write a song if not trying to convey an emotion? Play the song he asked me to play.
Michael!
There he is. I wanted to respond to something in one of your songs, Madeline. There was a line that's like, it seems like we're all hypocrites these days, something like that. Think about that idea a lot, and I was thinking about, and perhaps it's not what you meant by it, but I just finished reading Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foer. Anybody check that out? He's a really brilliant author. Really like his stuff. But he just wrote a book about factory farming and the philosophy and ethics around eating meat. And something he points out is like that people feel like if unless they're like completely purely consistent with the belief that they don't eat animals, they might as well throw their beliefs out the window and just either you're a meat eater or you're a vegetarian. And it can't be that you're a vegetarian with some inconsistencies. People just like, unless they can go the whole 9 yards, which is something that seems really intimidating, they're just like, I shouldn't even try. I think that comes from like sort of a Christian ethic almost, like the Puritan ethic that we need to, be like perfect God-serving individuals or else we're damned to hell or something like that. That's kind of like internalized, to small and larger extents to anybody who grows up in a culture that is still very much based on Christian values. And I think it's something to try to just wash off if you can, because like any small things that people do towards trying to make things better, if that means like in the context of animal rights or something, that if less people eat meat, that's better than nobody ever stopping eating meat because they found it too intimidating of a task. If you eat less meat, you're going to be contributing to less factory farming. And sorry to assume this argument of eating meat, like I'm sure plenty of people here eat meat, and that's fine. There's various resources that you could go to find out why a lot of people find it ethically troubling. But I'll recommend Jonathan Safran Foer's book because it's really good. Anyways, the point I'm getting at, I think, is we are all hypocrites. Like if you view things that way, if you think that you have to be 100% in line with your ethics all the time, because we live in a world that emphasizes some pretty fucked up values, in my opinion. So like if you're like in your song you're saying like you're anti-capitalist but you support corporations, it's like most people don't have a choice over like if they want to do the very minimal things to support themselves. They're going to be supporting corporations because that's how our world is structured. If you're anti-capitalist, you're going to be a hypocrite if you don't want to starve to death in most cases. But that doesn't mean that those inconsistencies discredit you. The fact is, if you're not a hypocrite, that means you are completely have to absorb all the fucked up values of like capitalism or patriarchy. If you're a guy and like you slip up from time to time, like you could say that makes you a hypocrite even if you are trying your best to not be sexist and not participate in patriarchy. Same thing with capitalism, etc. Any of these things that you might find ethically deplorable, they're going to be present in your life. But the alternative is just adopting them, and then you're going to be ethically pure if you're not a hypocrite, because you're in line with the dominant values of our culture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I lost track of what I was saying. That being the point, is like you try to contribute in the best ways you can. That doesn't mean just be like, oh, I'm trying my best by sitting at home and eating a burrito. But push yourself. I definitely think that's important. But also don't throw it all out the window because you're afraid of being a hypocrite. We are all hypocrites, and it's nothing to be particularly ashamed of because we don't all have to be pure. That's more or less what it is. There was the point. Found it.